And welcome everyone to the finale of South of Midnight. Really excited to get into the last 4 chapters of this game. I'm just going to turn my microphone down a little bit. There we go. Really excited to get in the last 4 chapters of this game. We've hit the first 2/3 of the game through the first 2 streams. Going to finish it tonight. Very excited to get in this. It's one of the best gaming experiences I've had in a while. You've heard me rant about it before, how good it is, how the storytelling, the animations, how different and unique and good they are, the sound quality, like, not just the music and the soundtrack, which is great, but the sound design, things that go into that too. So, enough of me talking, let's get into it. We got 4 chapters to go. Starting with Chapter 11, Muddy Waters. There's Crouton. Croutons are one of our childhood stuffy that Mom made us.
So that wasn't you? Right. You don't talk. So what was that?
Where are you going? Hey! Wait up! I don't think that's safe.
So we're in the old slave settlement of Hope Springs. We just finished with Hug and Molly. We found out Bunny, our grandmother, might be the big bad. Well, we kind of had an idea she was the big bad before, but now could definitely be much more of a thing.
God. She's huge! How am I gonna handle 2 creatures at once? Okay, why are you running towards the screen?
We collect floof, like this stuff here, to get us upgrades on our abilities. Our combat abilities. And I think we're like 10 away from an upgrade, so let's take 125. Yeah. So we need another 10 for an upgrade. The hunters tried to burn Hope's Crossing, not Hope Springs, to the ground, but the fire roaring bright. The little swamp boy grew as big as a house and fled into the swamp. Searched high and low for him after helping the others board an old friend's boat. Found him far from the ashes of our home. When I sought help from the weave to heal him, he cried out in anguish and ran from me again. Wailed a pain I won't soon forget. Shook me to my core.
Another Mahalia message. I'm on the right track.
So Mahalia was the person who is kind of in charge of this underground railway-esque station. This is little crouton sections. Venus flytrap-esque plants here. And all the different areas have felt very distinct. And of course, the character design, like, look at this. Honey here.
There's something over there you want me to see?
Gonna give me a hand, honey? Or, there's a thing.
Stigma. That boat's covered in it.
And kind of just towards the end of the first stream, I realized that it was using language like, oh, it's stigma, and stigmas are caused by trauma.
Okay? I need to clear the way.
So it's also very much a game about, like, mental health. some floof. And I'm not just making up the name floof. That is legitimately what this resource is called. Alright, last upgrade. Cleansing Rend inflicts increased damage across wider area and weaves impacted enemies for a short time. Just controlling enemy inflicts weave on its first target. Yeah, Crouton's good. In combat, Crouton takes over an enemy for us for a limited amount of time. Which is ridiculous. Our most powerful ability, I'm going to say.
Honey, you gotta listen to me.
And today's it's not my last chance, but it's my last chance and I'll be streaming of this. So I'm going to talk about, again, the animation style of all the characters in the combat arena here.
Guess a shipwreck would be full of sorrows.
And we got Unravel. So you kill an enemy, Unravel, and it heals you a little bit. And it also does a burst attack in the area around here. Yeah, so there. And then our burst covers our enemy and something that makes them temporarily weaker. Sorry, stuns them briefly and makes our attack to makes them take more damage for a brief period of time. Last one.
Hey, go hide again. It's not safe yet. I always find you, don't I?
Is there an anchor? Somewhere I can grab? Oh, okay.
This was one of those old-timey pleasure boats I wouldn't have been allowed on. Unless it was to scrub toilets.
More combat. No?
Where's that knot?
Oh, is this gonna be a crouton knot? Yeah.
You're a lifesaver.
Thanks, buddy. Get the floof that's in here. Okay. Glad they have a little direction finder built in.
Oh, I remember now. This boat disappeared over a century ago.
That's where it's telling me to go, but I'm gonna drop down here. Okay, that is just back where we were. Okay, fine. quite guess.
Keep those who walk with you and behind you in mind.
And always worth checking the other way. There's always something. Especially with this game. Not all games do that. But this game does, and the gamer in me appreciates it.
I'm ready.
Yeah, there's a lock-on. I actually not a big fan of the lock-on in this game. Since there's in a game like Dark Souls, something like that, I like to walk on. There's 1 or 2 enemies, but I've gotten up to 5, maybe 6 enemies at certain times. So when it gets to that number, kind of on the wall.
This knot's got a story.
On the top of the riverboat.
When Iotunde caught wind of whispers about the thriving, freed settlement in the swamps nearby, hope bloomed in her heart. She dreamed of a better future for her son than what waited them upriver. So when Bella Prospero drifted closer to the swampy shores, Iotunde risked everything.
Oh my god. Oh. No, she must have made it to the riverbank. It didn't end like this for her.
That woman in the pattern needs my help too.
Slumber, child, slumber and dream.
I'll tell you, one thing.
Was she trying to get to Hope's Crossing?
There's not. The history nerd in me. I'm not necessarily just the history nerd.
I can
but
help
like
her. And Honey. I think
I
I've
guess
got
it's
to.
called like sociology, or I like studying other cultures and histories and where
There
things
you
come
are.
from,
You hear all that racket too, huh?
stuff of that nature. I'm trying not to talk over the game, but hearing this side of things about the side in the south. I mentioned it last time. Altamaha.
What the hell? We gotta get out of here.
It's just not something you hear all the time as much as I think it needs to be heard. You gotta acknowledge history, even when it's uncomfortable. History doesn't change.
You won't be safe for her flinging
It
love bombs
changes
around.
if we actually
Trying to find something?
acknowledge it, realize that yeah, it happened. Hey, we can and need to do better. And that only happens when we talk about it, even if it's not a fun conversation to have. Sometimes the most important conversations are not very fun ones to have. So when some of it, just some of it, can form of video game? That's a great way to have that, in my opinion. Sorry, Crouton. Oh. We can't throw him into the wall, I guess. There we go. Let's throw Crouton across the river. Rabbit, bunny. That's a hare. From what I've been told are the differences. I'm not a biologist of any kind or sort, but
You made it!
hey, honey.
Helping me get over there?
Hey, you want to pull this? There you go. Thanks, friend.
There we go. Thanks. Let's clean this up.
That first one is back to being not our friend. Oh man, having trouble with the dodges tonight. Come on. Steal that for a second. Yeah, attack the underground, please and thank you. Heal from that. Grab that.
Did she make it all the way here?
Ayotunde plunged into the unknown for the sake of her baby. But upon shore, she was pursued by the crew and stumbled in the darkness. With her heart pounding, she bit back the urge to cry out to him, gritting her teeth raw to seal her sob. If caught, no one will save her baby.
That's her haunting these swamps. Can't imagine her pain.
So we're kind of capturing these hard thoughts, these traumas in the bottle, to then put on the bottle tree.
That's where she hid. Rumors and the hope for a better life were all she had.
We left behind the men that came. You and me.
Yeah, that's where he come from.
Running toward a promised land. Mama,
when we talk about... Sorry, some of this is getting serious, because the game is fun and the design is amazing, but it takes on serious topics. And we do the game a disservice when it's talking about those topics if we ignore those topics that it wants to talk about. So it's important to acknowledge when we talk about this, and yes, the game's based in the southern U.S.
The heart of all this pain.
That's cool looking. Set pieces in this game are amazing. That, Canada did have slavery. A lot of countries in the world had slavery. It's not just the U.S., even though that's, the media we see a lot about slavery is all U.S. based, because let's face it, a lot of the media we consume is U.S. based. Games or movies or shows or otherwise. Hey, honey.
Don't worry, big guy. We're gonna figure this all out together.
Let's check out over here first. See if it's more floof. We're at 65-ish, so we definitely need a lot more till our next upgrade. We're not, about to get it or anything. Stole should be back to being bad by now. And one of the ranged ones. Take over that ranged one. Right in time. Memories.
Once the crew vanished, she tore through the night fighting through the thick undergrowth to find her lost baby. Gripped by despair, she hummed a lullaby softly, hoping against hope for her baby's giggles to pierce the icy air. But that swamp, it just kept stretching on and on, till a peculiar lantern flickered into view, right beside his tiny mud-streaked blanket.
Ayatunde lost her baby and Mahalia found honey. That's no coincidence.
And Honey has all these little toys.
There's another pattern up there. Hope I'm right about this.
Trust not
So Honey is kind of the
no one.
spirit version, I guess you'd say, of Ayatunde's child. You know, like, a lot of times you'll draw, and I've definitely seen comparable sequences to, like, the platforming, to like a Crash Bandicoot or a Spyro or something. But, you know, the story's not that. You can use similar mechanics to tell a different story, and they are. But the media is a game, so you have very good platforming and other things that make up a good game.
Whoa.
But you can use
I'll
that to
just get all
tell
the way
your
up
own
here.
story. Where am I going? That way.
It's the blanket from the pattern. It's been here all this time.
Another painting. I had buried my hooks, sent my spindles downriver. As fate would have it, I chanced upon the couple I wed in Hope's Crossing. They had my weaving tools. Said they found them near the river one day. It seems like the strands will always find me. The couple stayed a while, kept me company long enough for her to grow heavy with child. I thought of the little swamp boy I couldn't save as my hands brought new life squalling into the world. I think of him often as I near the end.
Thank God. Don't think I could have handled something like that all on my own.
Yes, this is the way we came. It's down that. That was our side area with the floof. I'm just making sure we hit what we can hit.
Dude, my legs are shorter than yours. Wait up. Shit. Honey, stay back. Little help, big guy? Hang back, honey. I need to check out the rest of the boat.
We got a new character here, so I want to check it out. Ayatunde was an enslaved woman who leapt from the Bell of Prospero with her child, hoping to make it Hope's Crossing to give her and her baby a better life. And creatures, we got Honey, Island Swamp Monster. Honey has spent centuries alone in the swamp, humming his mother's lullaby and making a home for himself. He was found by Mahalia, who cared for him before he was fully transformed. Grief and rage transformed Ayatunde into something unrecognizable. She lingers in these forgotten swamps, caught between hibernating in murky depths and frantically searching for her lost child, Honey. Uncovered by the hurricane, she seeks him out again. Altamaha, I believe is how you say that. Doing my best with some of the pronunciations. Feel free to correct me, by the way. I'm totally fine with getting these wrong. Well, I'm doing my best to pronounce them, but if I'm wrong, I want to get it right. I want to hear the right one. Belle of Prospero was a pleasure boat from the 1840s, kept in operation by enslaved people. With live bands, a casino, and fresh food, it was popular in its heyday. Some say it vanished with a howl so wild, it sounded like the river was settling in an old school.
She must have had something to do with the crash.
I'm the one activating these little pathways, by the way.
I fill my pockets full of and sing. The river will flow.
Good folks know to care for a wounded heart before it has need of a weaver. Great folks can mend what a weaver can't. This is what false Stitcher, who sought to steal my gifts, couldn't understand. We weavers don't bend the grand tapestry to our will. We weave only to mend its tears. But we can't use our gifts to mend our own wounds. We must rely on the kindness of others for that.
False Stitcher. So much about all this that I don't get yet.
I'm definitely going to look up some reviews and articles about the game from folks who have more knowledge in, you know, the area and the setting and the history of this area of the world. Because I think that would be interesting to learn about.
Now, how am I supposed to get this thing running?
I'm gonna say Crouton's gonna have something to say about that. That's my guess. Yeah, he is. I may inadvertently grow a little bit of a southern accent during the stream. It's with love, is all I'm gonna say.
Do your thing.
Those swords were gonna flash and pop out at me. Real old elevator. Don't question
I
it.
can't believe this still works.
Don't question it.
Okay, bottle's almost full. Just a bit more, and then I figure out this tank.
Another note. That wailing, it's gotta stop. Between my hardest working deckhands sneaking off to follow that uppity devil woman Mahalia, and my prettiest parlor girls jumping overboard to escape that monster's wailing, I'll have no crew left to service my beautiful, beautiful Belle. I poured my life into this boat, and I'll die here with blood pouring from my ears before I abandon her to the riverbed. They can't have her. She's mine. No one can sink my best girl. It's the
Uppity
captain's log.
devil woman? I wonder if he was captain enough to go down with his ship in the end.
Yeah. Floof all over the place. I don't think Crouton is supposed to be there. Sorry, buddy. Where are we at? 150. Oh, I get another one. See, Strand Pull. If tethered Strand, after Strand Pull is used to defeat an enemy, its cooldowns reset. Oh, that's alright. Casting Strand Push on multiple enemies simultaneously resets its cooldown. Weaved enemies take more damage and cannot move or attack for a short time. I think we'll just do that, because a bunch of other things trigger a weave. So that provides... no cooldown's cool, but if that provides a better weave, that buffs.
No more speed and all pain for y'all.
Kind of like that, you know. So there might be more that spawn. We got the original nest thing that we took over here too. But yeah, there's some more here that spawn. Leave that one. I don't want to take that one over here. So, go. Now the original. I say the original, but I'm talking about the one that I just played. There we go.
Close to me.
But there was no baby left to be found. Not anymore. And the wail of grief that echoed through the swamp was so raw and monstrous that the captain ran the boat aground in his panic.
Sometimes I feel like I could tear the world apart too.
So that was Ayatunde, the wailing person who's now the kind of bird person. Who's,
I believe it's time we met vis-a-vis Hazelflood.
Yeah. Bless.
See you soon.
that is Rue, potentially the big bad. Well, we were told he's kind of the right-hand man of the king of nightmares and dreams. He's Rue. Rue's not the king, he's the right-hand man of the king. This is one of the better chases here, too. I mean, they've all been good. Almost didn't finish that one. There's a bottle tree. You can see it. Corner of my eye. It's anchors. This is one of the longer runs with most obstacles. I mean, we're getting near the end of the game, so that makes sense. But very... Again, each one of those is unique because it ties in the uniqueness of the worlds, plus the previous mechanics. Ugh.
He's headed for the tangle!
Slumber child.
Shit! She's here too!
The rhythm of
longer, Ayatune.
Because the quote-unquote the monster that comes out, like that's Ayatunde's trauma and stigma that
Ayatunde
took over
never
her
gave up
spirit.
searching for her baby. And the search changed her. She didn't know this was a magical swamp, or that a giant flower had sheltered her baby and kept him safe. The crew in their last moments were stunned to see this monstrous creature smashing the boat in her rain, like an angel of vengeance. She went so deep into her grief she couldn't see the light in the darkness. Another peculiar lantern, searching for her, offering hope. Ayatunde never did find her lost baby.
She never stopped looking. All this time, she never gave up.
So you have the very thinly veiled, in a good way, conversations about mental health, like that person, Ayatunde. I'm gonna let the music.
I was right. You are the baby Ayatunde lost when she escaped. You're just trying to reach your mom, aren't you?
When the river takes, the river gives, and Mama will search as long as she loves.
Yeah, having these very real conversations about grief and, throughout the game, different aspects of mental health. Like Ayatunde being so deep in her grief, and she lost herself in it.
Hey, wait! It still might be dangerous.
I've lost friends and grandparents and folks in my life. And it's okay to be sad and to be in those feelings and let them have their time. Don't push them out necessarily. We saw earlier how, with a different character, how pushing those feelings down can hurt just as much, if not more, than dealing with them.
Stay put. She might not recognize you.
Give grief its time. Give it its space.
Let me protect you.
Give it its moments. Process it naturally.
In the morning, Mama will be there in the
Me next. Me and Mama next. Mahalia! Finally catching up to you.
I also really like that common thread of Mahalia throughout the story. Not appearing for portions of it, but appearing earlier, appearing now.
Do okay? Her lantern.
Catfish.
Come on! Does the lantern summon you?
You should be so lucky.
Who's that?
Oh, no.
For real, who is that?
Shaking Bones. He runs this here operation, ferrying desperate folks to places unknown.
Places unknown, huh? He could take me where Rue is holding my mama.
Riding with Shaking Bones to reach Kushman's realm? No way.
At least I found my way out of here.
I tried to warn you before. Kushman's domain ain't no joke. Folks at the end of their rope wind up stuck in a place they can't claw their way out of. Searching for salvation, finding only suffering.
I appreciate you, but I've come this far. I gotta see this through.
Kushma's the king of nightmares and dreams that we were
Can
talking
this
about
take me to
earlier.
my mama?
You might not come back.
Aw, you gonna miss me, ain't you?
I'm just upset I can't follow. You know how much I love seeing a good story play out?
Because you're so damn nosy.
You be careful now, you hear?
I'll come back, I promise.
You better. I gotta know how this tale of Hazel ends.
That's that chapter.
It hurt to even imagine what this woman must have endured. But thankfully, Honey found his way back to her. As I watched Honey's mother holding him close, envy washed over me like a wave. I was yearning to see my mama again, but my powers wouldn't take me back to her. It was gonna take a leap of faith.
It's not all white and black.
In a one-way trip to a spot my fish pal wouldn't even consider swimming.
No one is telling.
The fish pal being Catfish from earlier.
What's more
He's a giant magical catfish whose name is Catfish.
Follow the river and find the town.
Chapter 12, The Crossroads. Said it a million times, music in this game. Ugh.
Thanks for the ride. Which way do I go?
Follow the
Hey,
river.
wait! Which way to Kushma's?
Follow the river.
Fine, figure it out on my own.
I think we're supposed to follow the river.
How do I get to Kushma's from here?
Old Shaken Bones here, probably. Yeah. Shaken Bones was once Waylon Shaken James, frontman of the Belle of Prospero band. He was killed as he tried to escape the boat for freedom. The land made him into Shaken Bones, and now he ushers people to freedom and places unknown.
You gonna have to stay a while. While you're at the crossroads, better not turn your
What's that over there? Crossroad. Okay. Where to now?
Is it lies or is it true? No one is telling.
Something Sencomaka River? Looks like. Oceans River, Town on the Tapestry, Wainwright.
Ah, okay. I see.
Sonata, I live in Medicine Hat, Alberta. There is a base and small town called Wainwright. Not much more than 35 miles that way, so like, that sign's weirdly... Huh, alright, anyway. Oh, then it takes us back to the crossroads if we go the wrong way.
Shit.
Yeah, it does. That's so cool. Entry 1. I can see the wagon. I came to the crossroads, found the true path. But now that I'm here, something in my gut is hesitant. I miss her so much, but I don't think she'd want this for me. She said live a full life without her. How can I live fully when she no longer walks the earth? She was my everything. Entry 2. I can still go back, I think. I don't know how long I've been here. I sit and ponder. I sit and dream. Such odd dreams. I can hear her calling to me, promising things, crying and begging to see me. Said she can feel me so close. Don't I love her? Why won't I step through the door?
She's following someone she loved too.
So the river. So there's Oceans River. That river, a road. Tidelands. So we went left and came in right. So let's just go straight. Nope, apparently not.
I don't think this is it.
Yeah, because the river points right. Ocean's River.
Gonna have to stay alive.
Back to where I started? But something seems different. Looks like I'm on the right path.
Yeah, so I think we're supposed to follow where it says Ocean's River. I think that's the one we're supposed to follow.
Back where I started.
Or not. So this way. If y'all notice me something I don't, please let me know. So we went that way for Ocean's River. Does a lamppost maybe point the way? I'm just gonna... 1 second here. Okay, no comment about returning this time. There's got to be some kind of indicator I'm missing.
This is new.
Oh, okay. Entry 1. I've started to hear her even when I'm awake. June, she says. June, June, June. I hear her, wailing and crying for me beyond the grave. I know that's not possible, but something in her voice rasps like dried leaves in wind. Entry 2. I miss her so much. Entry 3. I'm going. Who am I to question a miracle? A chance to right a wrong, to correct a misstep? I just want to hold her again, hear her voice in my ear. I've sat and pondered enough, dreamed enough for 2 lifetimes. I will see her again.
She was chasing the dead. Rue the magician. Well, going on in. Bigger on the inside.
I was gonna say that.
Hello?
Of course, the Doctor Who reference.
Anyone here?
Pink eye soda. That's the least appetizing soda I think I've heard of. And I like Dr. Pepper. Agatha Lionette fell asleep while smoking a cigar, burned her house down and with her family inside. Escaped a fire because the gramophone started skipping and woke her.
God, that's awful. The survivor's guilt.
Paul Tiller poisoned his great aunt hoping for her inheritance, but her money was long gone. She merely enjoyed spending time with her only nephew.
Greedy bastard.
Not wrong. Trudy Moreau failed to catch her toddler daughter before she pedaled into the street. Can no longer abide the sound of a ringing bell.
Oh, no.
Look at all the chandeliers.
Where's that coming from?
I can sense an all-consuming despair near, like a fire roving across dried plains. I can taste it, bitter and dank. Unfulfilling. I've seen their regret-filled dreams walk their halls of painful memories. They will come to seek the grand tapestry soon, of that I'm sure. That's Rue's limerence. Rue is
So,
the
he can sense pain?
person chasing us in those runs, or the spirit chasing us in those runs, whatever he might be. Ian Gehrig, afflicted with a bottomless hunger, dreams of unfettered access to the refrigerator his parents keep locked most hours of the day.
Poor kid.
That's Mom's phone.
That's
blowing
my
the bed.
stuff. What's all of this doing here?
This is the box we packed when the hurricane was coming.
Hello?
Hello, Hazel.
Mama? Are you okay?
Oh, she's fine and fully healed.
You.
Where is she? And you best not have.
Believe it or not, Hazel Flood, I got your best interest in mind. Meet me at Kushma's Cabaret. I got a proposition that's right up your alley.
Kushma's Cabaret?
Now, hold on now. You're gonna have to conjure up something different than what you wearing. That ain't you.
How did you... Listen, I have more important.
I don't make the rules. If you ready, you'll claim what's yours.
Hello? Hello?
It's the same box from the house, too.
Claim what's mine. Yeah? Not too shabby if I do say so myself.
I like the sweater she has tied around her waist. It's cool. Pattern on it.
Whoa. This is wild. Holy shit. This is unreal. All these strands?
I need to visit. Not anytime soon, but I need to visit New Orleans sometime. Is that just the way we just come? Yeah, that's the way we just came. Alright.
Kinda creepy.
Yeah, but there's no one in the street. A little creepy. Combat.
This is where Hanks come from?
Right arm, right arm. Grab that one. Grab this one. I think we only got the one guy left here. Yeah, we got that longer weave now when we stun something with a pull attack, so that was a good upgrade choice. Oh, and the music sting at the end of the fight. Thank you, Cryptic. Appreciate it. And thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the bits. That's awesome. Thank you, friend. Appreciate
Does
it.
being here make you forget everything?
Very, very generous of you.
Even yourself. Mama!
I'm getting them. We got about 2.5 chapters left. Finishing it tonight, but it's been a very good game. If you are looking at getting it or have Game Pass, definitely give it a shot. Or you have the VODs on YouTube on somebody's channel. I don't know where you would find those.
Hey, is this the way to the cabaret? Hello? He looks like he's bleeding?
Looks like he's proposing, but didn't. Joe Goodfellow, 74, Mud Correctional Center, Kentucky. Yearns for the lover who never visits. 50-odd years since I killed your snake husband dead, my darling. Only 10 more till we can be together. You'll keep waiting for me, won't you? Deluded old man. She never loved you, and you will never see her again. You took a life for nothing.
You killed someone, so why are you here?
Many little things. I miss the sunrise and hearing people sneeze. I miss the sound of harmony and choirs. I miss my sister. I think I had a sister. Her warm hugs and scary movies. I missed the phone call that took her. I miss my sister.
This place robbed you of even the little things.
So is this like a purgatory equivalent? Hollowed love. He's hollowed inside. My words bounce off his cold, empty skin like an echo. He smiles and his teeth tremble and shake. He blinks and I can see the emptiness behind those beautiful eyes. His hands feel stiff when I hold it. I can stomach these things. At least here, he loves me still.
Another one chasing the impossible. Guess I'm not so different.
Alright, which way am I going? That way? Well, there's a life fragment down there, so we're going to grab that first and look around for some upgrade floof. And story bits. These are really well written. Spit it out. I can still hear them laughing at me. Ha ha ha. Let's all laugh at the Billy. Just spit it out. Stupid, stupid, stupid Billy. Billy. Even here.
Even here? Did Rue promise you something?
There's that health fragment. I think we need one more, then we get the last health upgrade. Probably before the last boss, hopefully. Alright. And now we may go.
Man, I thought the streets of Prospera were bad.
Doesn't say.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Might as well be invisible.
We never get her exact age, but I think she's too young to be complaining about road conditions. Let's go see what this little platform underneath here is.
Spooky.
Big floof. His cooldown's reduced. Took one there. That's not bad considering. Alright, we gotta steal somebody. We got Crouton back to take control of you. run. They didn't kill them way too quickly for them to try and run. Silly. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Am I supposed to take a bow? I'm trying to get to Kushma's. All right then. I'll just be on my way.
Try and find how much floof do we have? Okay, 75 souls, so we're a ways away from an upgrade yet. And the upgrades are left. 1, 2, 3 only. Tempest Hamlin, 42, St. Abigail's Convent, Kansas. Wants to be listened to and adored. I dedicate this, my 5th award of the night, to my horrible, unsupportive parents, and to everyone else who refused to believe that I would one day become the world-famous actress that I am. She had such hopes and dreams of beating the odds, but then again, don't they all?
He's doing
Caesar.
something with folks' emotions.
Little, these basically little kind of own personal hells, almost, created by Rue?
She keeps bowing to no one. There's the cabaret. But the easy way is blocked off. Looks like the tower would get me there, though.
A big
Climb it first.
wall running section. All right. Here we go. Down. Back up. Usually very bad at wall running sections, but that... Whew, that was...
Feels like I'm
I
being
sweated a
invested.
little bit during that, not gonna lie. This one, and that should be our cooldown on Crouton, basically done. Kind of popping off, not gonna lie. I'm not done yet, though. I probably said that much too early. Rabble, now we just got the brute left. There we go. Now, is it pretty dang clean, if I do say so myself? Wish every combat sequence in every game ended with that music. Oh my goodness. tower, just checking around to see if there's any floof. Any upgrade. Which there is. This is why we check. A couple different floof units, actually. Alright, in the tower we go. Platforming section.
Gotta climb up this thing. Just gotta keep going up.
Okay, do I like grab a handle? I do grab a handle, I was right. That's cool. Like even, you know, 80% of the way through the game, introducing new little mechanics like that was not something they had to do. But, of course they did. Because it's great. Where am I throwing this? Try it. I'm trying. I try it once, I try it twice. Seems my best will never suffice. I beg, I plead, I never succeed. My best has never sufficed. It kind of rhymes suffice with sufficed. I don't know if I was marking that poem, be like, okay, it's like, yeah, you hit the requirements, but it's like, try and come up with something else. That last stanza there, that last line.
Getting closer.
I think you can do that. Cross that way. Is that gonna fit in soon? I knew it! Oh, I knew it! I knew that was gonna end soon. I got by the clock. Ah, the handles, right. Can we... I gotta restart something somewhere. Right? So something's missing somewhere. We gotta jump on top of that. Gear there. That says, yeah, just go up there, but I'm not sure how necessary. Did I miss something earlier? Let's see. Wheels are spinning. Oh, I have to get this to... Okay, yeah. I'll be over here. Minding my own business. It's weird how a clock needs all of its gears to work properly, right? Ah, at least I figured it out today. Do I need that same one? I mean, I can get it from up here, so... Yeah. Get over here. How have I been doing that pole move for this long into the game, and that's the first scorpion joke I make? Man, out of it.
Jeez, this is a workout. Almost up top.
Corner. Now I'm going to jump through that section of this here. Oh, there we go. Sideways. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing it. Can't not. I mean, I could very easily not, but you know what I mean. Okay, I don't think we got punished that bad. Just gotta drop down there. What are we at? 120, another 5. One of our last upgrades. Probably be the pole.
I'm headed up to here with y'all.
I'm just jamming to this music now. taking out the healer. That's a hit I'm willing to take, though. Unravel all our abilities up.
Moment of truth.
Still love that music,
Cabaret
Sting.
and one step closer to Ma.
Alright, anything else unlock up here? Stairs is where we came up. The last one, cleansing rend. Inflicts increased damage across a wide array and weaves impacted enemies. I think we're just gonna do the pull. Yeah, because if tethered strand is used to defeat an enemy, its cooldown's reset. 2 more to go.
Come on to the slickest and only show in town.
Perfect timing.
Kushma's Cabaret is about to start. Be a good
Not but one place to be.
Mama?
It's time for Kushma's Cabaret.
You again.
Come to the stage, my dear. See, once I too was just like you. I'd do things I didn't do. I'd chew on every little wrong. Guilt from crimes was too strong. At night I'd lie awake in bed and ponder what I should have said. Regret would dog me all life long. All I did just felt so wrong until Kushma came along. Dreammaker, kingmaker, Lord of bargain chance. Spin the wheel and make a wish. There's no payment in advance. Kushma master, power vaster. No one comes close to him. All are welcome to stay forever. Time to sink or swim. So, what's on offer with this proffer? Choose an ending, you're the author. Old mistakes become successes. Your choices, he obsesses until take this and go find your mama. I'll just ask you for a favor later.
So, this will take me to her?
She's waiting for you.
You don't trust somebody like that who offers you something free for a favor.
This better work.
Now it's chapter 12.
I felt lost in the thickest fog I've ever seen. And the pressure to get to Kushma's Cabaret to find my mom was suffocating. Like the weight of the world bearing down on my shoulders. When I stepped into the cabaret, Rue greeted it. And I felt myself getting caught up in the moment. Here, time seemed to dance to Rue's tune, flowing both forward and backward. After agreeing to his terms, I crossed the threshold and found myself right back where I started. They say you can't mend the past. Well, I was about to put that to the test.
That's cool.
I'm back.
Chapter 13. Past isn't
Wait!
past.
The hurricane! There's still time!
Alright, with that, we got 2 more chapters left to go. We're going to take a quick break, maybe 3 minutes, run some ads, see some commercials, and we'll be back to the last 2 chapters of what has been a fantastic game in South of Midnight. So be right back, see some ads. I'll see you in a couple minutes. Bye. All right, welcome back. We got the last 2 chapters of South of Midnight to get into. We just finished up with Rue, and he gave us a key to get right back to her mom, transport us back basically to the beginning of the game. And now we're going to find out if we're actually in the past, or what's exactly is going to happen here.
Mama, we gotta go. Ma, you there?
She's not home yet.
There's still time.
I should pack my stuff right away. All my stuff's packed. I should get some of Mama's stuff for her.
Sourceman College. And Omnia Paratus.
Radar and automated gauges. Hazard, impact flooding of streets.
Whew, it is really picking up out there.
Mama? I missed you.
I've only been gone for a few hours. You feeling okay?
Yeah. Now that you're safe. What? Mama, we gotta go.
Well, I gotta pack my things. Why don't you check on Bo and Mrs. Pearl while I finish up?
We ain't got time to waste, Ma.
Waste time.
That's not what I meant.
Please, just go check on Bo and Mrs. Pearl. They might need help.
Fine, but we gotta go ASAP. I packed my bags and yours already.
Well, look at you. Following instructions and a little extra.
Ma, be quick. And don't leave your car. We'll clear the road and get the hell out of here.
Same thing's gonna happen.
Bo and Miss Pearl will be all right. All right, that's all clear. Just grab Ma and get out of here.
House is gonna go.
Mama, let's go. I'm getting the car ready. Come on, we gotta get out of here. Mama! No, Mama! Mama! I'm sorry.
We're gonna redo the chase, but with our
Wasn't
powers.
nothing. I tried.
Wait, this is not real. She's not here.
You know, you something else. Few willingly enter my town, but no one ever breaks through my illusion.
You tricked me.
I like you, Hazel Flood. You got vim and vigor, a certain je ne sais quoi. Unfortunately, you will never be fast enough to defeat him.
I'm fast enough to beat your fog to the bottle tree.
Oh, that fog just Kushma's hunger.
So, those stories about you finding dreamers for Kushma, those are real?
This town don't run on empty illusions. Kushma needs powerful nightmares in order to sustain its magic. And I find the most potent ones.
Why did you bring me here?
I've been hunting a creature killer. A dreamer powerful enough to tame Kushma's hunger.
Bunny.
But I can't do it alone. You showed potential, so I brought you here.
And why should I trust the words you say? You promised I would see my Ma again.
No, she's here as promised. She's been reaching out. Ever since Mala used her magic to seal her wounds, but...
So that was her?
She's in this realm somewhere, trapped in a loop of despair. A nightmare.
I need to find her.
Wait, wait. Listen to me. Kushma's hunger has grown, and even you have limits, Hazel Flood.
I can handle him.
But I.
You managed to break through my illusion, and that's an impressive feat, but make no mistake, no one defeats Kushma.
I'm not leaving without her. I will fight for her. I will stop when I'm dead. She would.
It's too late. He already found you. Find your mama and wake her up. It's your only chance.
Say less. None of that will stop. I can beat you.
That's a big first hit from that thing, yeah.
Get out of my way!
Trying to dodge back. Almost got Crouton back off cooldown. That was the easiest push I think we've ever played. Very nice.
I need to get Mama out of here.
Okay, we can't jump over that. It's also, remember, Hug and Molly had like a stage that she was doing a play on. Nope, there's more. Don't have much game left, and we got a couple upgrades to go. See if we can get them all. Yeah, that's all the... What's this? All this power, and it's still not enough.
I am good enough. Where are you, Ma? Gotta be nearby. Are you kidding me? Leave me alone!
So that's Kushma's hunger, not necessarily Rue. Rue was just hanging out while it was going on.
Where is she?
So what it seems like is that things like Rue and like Kushma are, even though they're bad, are natural powers in the world, natural, quote-unquote natural things. Normal, supernatural.
Let's dip into here. Thank God. Can't follow me here. Gotta get to that door.
But Bunny, by trying to harness these forces, is throwing things all out of whack. Have you gotten any closer to finding your mother in this labyrinthine place? Stay fleet of foot and maybe you can outrun your nightmares. Run, little rabbit, run.
What the hell?
I thought that spotlight was another highlight thing.
Another stage. Who did you make suffer here? You won't do that to me.
One in the hand is worth two in the bush.
You're trying to get under my skin. Well, it won't work.
That's so many doors. So many people.
Another running sequence. Yup.
Freaking job.
Love her
Come on.
attitude.
I'm not gonna stop. Damn, brambles.
Brambles? Dambles? There's something there. Even if I don't got it yet, there's something there. Damn rambles. Going back to the riverboat?
Another door. Another set to torment someone in.
She's waiting for her little girl. This is Rue speaking to us, is what I'm gathering. You're her torment and her only hope of escape. Her heart is broken hundreds of times waiting for you to find her.
Don't fucking tease me, asshole. She loves me, and I'm gonna find her.
Oh, she getting mad. Everything she did for you.
You fucking bastard! Exit's over there.
Brand spanking new Rue's track shoes when you need to be one step ahead of the flow.
No, no. I will save her.
Can I go back through, or is there something else? Oh, there it is.
Oh, crouton!
Rampy ramp. Go, little buddy. You got this. Hey. Oh, that's cool.
There we go.
Monsters Inc.
Hope
style.
Mom is okay.
And rule of threes, so one more chase sequence. It's a literary device for a reason.
I can do this all day. Yo, how long are you gonna chase me?
At least once more, Miss Swan.
Let's go.
Hello.
Mom! There she is. Mama! You all right? Ma, can you hear me?
Oh no. Oh God. Hazel! Hazel, please, it isn't safe!
Ma, I'm right here.
Hazel, you cannot make that jump! Hazel!
Mama?
Baby. My baby.
I'm okay, Ma. I'm okay. Ma?
That's not her. Or is that her and he's feeding off this repeated nightmare that he's giving her?
This is now. You can't keep her here forever. Mama! Damn it! Wake up! I need you to be okay.
Kushner's gonna be boss stage. See how it's like bigger? Oh yeah, you can see the health bars going down as we're taking out the little hates. Yeah, so that only takes damage after we unravel them, because the healers can bring back enemies before they've been unraveled.
I'm here. Ma! It's me.
You're alive.
I'm here. None of that was real. I'll be okay. I'm okay.
I thought you were... Where are we?
Long story.
Hey, wait. You look different. That's impossible.
As impossible as you asking Huggin' Molly to help find kids in need?
How did you know?
I'll explain later. Right now, I need your help.
If I gotta look after
can't do this
Mom,
alone. I need you to trust me.
What do you need me to do?
stay here. Stay
Whatever
out of
you
sight.
do, hold on to this bottle.
I got your back, bud.
Keep that bottle steady. I got the rest.
Okay.
God, watch over her.
Just want to see if there's any. Just the world. See notes before we not finish this. There's one more chapter, but oh geez. The crossroads are a final chance. The roads lead to many realms and many lands, fantastical places where hopes and dreams live and die. The crossroads are where you make the decision to turn back or venture into the unknown. Rue's caravan is bigger on the inside. It's full of memory objects, things people held dear, objects that hold deep meaning. The town on the tapestry, bustling town within Kushma's realm of dreams and nightmares, where desperate folks seek refuge from their pains and sorrows. As its heart stands Kushma's cabaret, where Rue has called Hazel to meet. The clock tower keeps time in the town on the tapestry. Time is odd there. Seconds seem like minutes, minutes like hours, hours like days. Dreamers lose their sense of self and time in the town, unable to distinguish reality from desire. Kushma's cabaret is an intoxicating place. The music, the lights, the laughter envelop all who enter, causing them to lose their sense of self and get swept up in the moment. The golden doors are scattered around the town on the tapestry, and each holds a trapped dreamer bound by their own desperate emotions. They remain stuck in a timeless loop, feeding Kushma's hunger. Only a golden key is able to unlock the doors. Run around. Wait for the ads to appear. One-on-one hard to, especially when you can weave them. Alright. Stage 2 down.
Hey, so look out!
Smaller arena. Okay, that's how quick that comes. The wrong way.
Hold tight, Mama. I'm coming.
You have another jump out of that. That's a cool little sign. Putting us somewhere entirely different, making us platform back.
You alright?
I'm good.
Crouton, I mean, is done with you. Which that one did. Thought it did. Didn't quite finish. We'll take care of that. Dang it. stage. What are we doing now?
Lord, protect my baby.
All right. So we know the 2 attacks. So anything new come. Just faster. Oh dang! Hit dodge instead of jump. Dodge instead of jump again. We still got our healing node back in the main boss area at least.
Think I got this far just to stop now?
If need be.
Let's finish.
Those things are annoying just because they have so much health. Like the little... You gotta heal yourself. So we get the nest. So we have the nest we took over, we got a brute. Almost got it. Now, nice. That was a reset cooldown. One thing left. That's game. Toss me the bottle, Mom.
Get to the battle tree!
I'm not fast enough. You gonna have to finish it.
Okay.
Don't look back, baby. Go. Stick. Finish it.
This place again? Where is she?
Oh, don't worry. She's back in Prospero. Safe. I'll send you back there.
Well, don't let me keep you. Send me off.
Oh, I keep my promises. Now it's time for you to keep yours. Remember on stage at Kushma's Cabaret, a favor for a key? Well, it's time for you to pay up.
He wants me to go after Bunny.
I need you to give this hairbrush to your grandmother.
Get in line. I have my own reckoning to do with her.
Well, then do us both a favor.
And why can't you do it yourself? I'd imagine Kushma's right-hand man can give a hairbrush to an old woman.
That old woman is what we call a false stitcher. Now, unlike you, she wasn't chosen to be a waver. Instead, she uses a dark magic, killing creatures and tearing through the grand tapestry, leaving a trail of corruption behind.
That explains a lot.
All I'm asking is that you give her the brush.
What does it do?
It's a one-way trip to Kushma.
Kushma again? I thought he was dealt with.
You can't defeat the King of Dreams in nightmares. You contained his hunger for now, but you ain't gonna stay put for too long.
All right, fine. Get me out of here, and I'll give Bunny the brush. But that's it. After that, you and I are done.
I knew I liked you, Hazel Flood. See you on the other side.
All right, last chapter. And just touch on a little moment, like when her mom said stick. That means she's like watched her daughter run because her daughter was a track star, right? So stick when you're in a rally or a relay race, they'll use stick.
Losing
hand
my
to the
mother
baton.
again felt soul crushing. I felt drained, like I had no will left. And worse, I realized this was exactly how Kushma, the king of nightmares, thrived. But I managed to break free from that illusion. I knew I'd lose myself if I didn't break that never-ending cycle. Bottling Kushma with Mama's help made me realize that together, we could handle whatever came our way. It filled me with more pride than any gold medal I've ever won. But that's not where this story ends. There was a loose end back in Prospero that needed tying up. It was time to swing by Bunny's again.
Loose end. Chapter 14. Midnight.
Ma? Mama?
Hazel!
Mama! I thought you were gone.
Oh, shh. You ran. You ran and ran until you found me. Oh, my brave, brave girl.
I didn't mean what I said when we argued. I'm sorry.
We have loads to talk about. Come on, we can go home. Or to Jolene's. I'll go find us a ride.
I'll meet you later. I have one more thing to do.
What are you up to?
I have to go to the Flood Mansion.
Have you lost your mind?
I know you can't understand, but I need you to trust me one more time.
I can't let you go back into the mouth of danger.
Please, Ma. There's so much bad coming from there. You can't see what I see. Just like I couldn't see what you were going through. I have to fix this on my own. Make it right.
Come back to me, Hazel. Promise me.
I promise.
I love you, my little bug.
I love you too.
Alright, we gotta go see Bunny. Let's check our lore. Nothing new there.
Wish me luck.
Alright, looks like we won't get our last couple
Out here in a few
upgrades, but
minutes. Call the
I'm
adults.
plenty happy with our build.
I don't know what to say to her. What is there to even say? All of this stigma was coming from her the whole time. If we can come to an understanding, maybe all of this will clear up.
False Stitchers are not chosen. They're made by their own misguided ambitions. Unlike Weavers, False Stitchers gain power through harming mythical creatures. harm they cause tears through the grand tapestry, leaving a trail of corruption behind. Kushma feeds off the regrets, hopes, and dreams of the people that Rue tricks into coming to the town of Tapestry. Kushma can't be destroyed, only temporarily bottled by weavers like Hazel.
All right.
Right, upstairs is blocked.
Lily? Are you back? How did you... Oh, you're more powerful than I thought.
Is that Molly's heart?
Why didn't it work? It should have brought Sherry back.
You can't bring back the dead.
You did something, didn't you? That's why the magic failed.
I heard your baby spirit crying. In a tree. She was in pain. I did everything I could to help her.
In pain? Or just in your way? You have no idea what loss feels like. When Cherie drowned, I was so raw it hurt to breathe. I'd see cars with those baby on board signs and just want to ram them. This town's full of people who don't deserve their kids, who beat them right in the middle of a store. Why are their children still alive and not my Cherie?
I can't imagine what it's like to lose a child. But the things you've done ain't right.
Everything I'd done was for Cherie. You had no right to tamper with her spirit.
You had no right. You've hurt everyone around you. You murdered Molly.
I don't want to hear this.
You need to change. To make up for what you've done.
I can't. I don't even know what to live for anymore.
There is a way you can see Cherie again.
I don't believe in heaven if you came here to kill me.
No. But there is a town for folks who can't move on. Or won't. You can't do any more harm there. But think it through, Bunny. I've seen what happens to folks who can't let go of the past. Your choice.
Cherie's baby brush. She was so tender-headed, I'd get cross with her. Now I'd give anything to brush her hair again.
And you can, my darling.
I know who you are. It won't really be her.
You'll never be able to tell the difference, I promise.
I won't.
Not if you don't want to.
You're very kind.
There's a fine line between mercy and justice, ain't that right, Hazel Flood? You chose a hard road for yourself.
I know.
Stigma's the only stuff holding up the mansion.
Oh, shit!
Hazel! Mama! Oh, good Lord. Are you hurt?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I got a lot to tell you.
I got time.
Wow. Just gonna turn that down a little bit and we're gonna have a little chat. So by the end of it, the only thing holding up the mansion was the stigma, and stigma is caused by trauma, right? So think about that. The only thing holding up Bunny to exist was her trauma, and in the end, she gave into it, right? If you read a little into it, you know, in the end, she essentially chose to take her own life. And when people can't overcome their traumas, people sometimes will, unfortunately and sadly, use that as their out, right? And it's not an out, and it's not something people don't do because they're not strong. It's something people do when they just can't see any other way out. I've been in some rough spots. If you know me, you know that. If you don't know me, no, now you do. But wow, this game. And even just the music. That life ain't a fight to be won. Just that lyric. Like, so this game is hit in a way games haven't in a while. We'll start with just the more obvious things. The graphics can go from anything to near photorealistic, like forest scenes with sunlight coming through the branches and it's just gorgeous, to the more stylized stuff in like Hug and Molly's lair, or how they do all the living characters with that kind of stop motion look that I think might have been inspired by James the Giant Peach, judging by all the peaches in the bayou there, but also peaches might just grow there, so that just might be a southern thing. That was amazing. First of all, the soundtrack. We're listening to it right now, but I've said it a bunch of times throughout this playthrough. The soundtrack is just incredible. All the original music with the lyrics that actually mean something. And not just the lyrics, but even when you're wandering through, you'll hear the little two-toed Tom or little Hug and Molly, her little nursery rhyme style thing that would happen as you're going through their level. It was amazing and set the environment so well. You had the sound effects from the little, you know, the little choir thing whenever you would double jump or whenever you would glide. So the sound design, just amazing. And then the writing. Oh. The multi-layered writing. So it could have very easily just been a journey of this young woman trying to find her mom after a flood and fighting monsters and doing that. But it became this thing where she was helping people deal with their traumas, you know, whether that was being physically abused as a child, mentally abused in like Jolene's case as a child, and physically as well. Just all those kinds of trauma happening in people's lives, and they would have these knots in themselves built up. And it was the Weaver's job, it was our job to, with the bottle tree, help deal with that. And, you know, maybe help them grow a little bit, or at least just undo that knot. You know, until you go in and put the work in to undo a knot, it's gonna stay a knot. And when you're talking about knots in our past, like traumatic events or just personal hardships you gotta overcome, or just those things in life that cause knots in your personality, when you go through that, it's not really dealt with until you go and spend the time. You can't just ignore it. You can't just pretend it's not there. You can't just shove it down like one character did. You gotta deal with it. And the story was fantastic, from characters that we helped deal with their traumas to, in the very end, spoiler alert, Bunny, who was the one character who didn't really want to deal with it. She chose to take the out. We talked about that already. She chose to take the out. This game is so good. A person could take it surface level and they're just dealing with Southern mythology, but I think this dev team meant to take it a little deeper. I think they very much meant that to be the mental health side of things. You don't choose names of things like a trauma and a stigma to mean all these things in your game without really knowing why you're choosing those. And yeah, no, this game hit. I'm just gonna hit speed up because I'm coming to the end of my ranting, and I want to make sure the credits roll and we let all these folks get credit. But this game hit like game hasn't in years, and all these folks that you're seeing scrolling by, give them the credit. You know, I don't know what to say. Just, that's a fantastic experience. And good experiences, yeah, I definitely got emotional a few times throughout this game, and good experiences make you emotional, I think. Whether that's winning something and you get pumped up about it, or sad things, you know, big experiences, big emotions, and this game definitely delivered those big emotions. And that's to the credit of everyone that you've seen scrolling by on screen while I've been blabbing. So, thanks so much to all the incredible devs that had any part in this game. Y'all are fantastic. Y'all told an amazing story and did it so well. You can tell an amazing story and maybe not have quite the gameplay that you want to have, or the gameplay that's going to appeal to everybody, but the platforming, the running sequences, the action, the combat, just every little bit nailed it fantastically. So definitely thanks to all the developers from all these different companies, anybody who worked on it. Thank you for the experience. It's been great. I hope you've enjoyed the playthrough. We're still going to hang out and I'm going to ramble a little bit more, fill some time as we keep seeing the credits scroll by. But thank you for joining us, whether you've been watching the streams live on Twitch or whether you're watching YouTube. Thank you for joining me. And this is one I recommend you go back and watch if you haven't caught all of it. You know, it's a fantastic story. If you have Game Pass yourself, you've been thinking about getting Game Pass, get it, play this. It's worth it. Worth going through that experience, and the gameplay is, of course, just a ton of fun. It's a game, and it's a very, very fun and good game, but it's also just a fantastic experience. So if you got Game Pass, get it on that, or buy it on whatever platform you have access to. Please do that. And support more of these kind of original games. It's what the industry needs.
And that's how a new Weaver came to be in Prospero.
Well, not bad at all, Hazel Flood.
I appreciate it. I gotta get going. Instead, I meet Ma and Laurent for dinner. See y'all later.
And with that final goodbye to Hazel, I will bid you goodbye as well. Thanks again so much for joining me on this playthrough, South of Midnight. Play through it yourself if you can. It's a fantastic experience. And I hope you have an awesome rest of your day when you're watching this. Thanks, everybody. Bye.